All right. Well, I'll try to be quick. Basically, I developed a specialized solution for credit unions. Credit unions use a thing called Cubase. It's truly an awful experience if you ever have the unfortunate to be caught in the vicinity of this thing. You have to really just look through all of these, constantly keep clicking more answers, trying to find what you want. The search here is terrible. It's generally just an awful experience, and the employees have to handle this every single day. So I was like, okay, why can't we just make a chatbot app that dynamically looks for, we can scrape any website we want. We just put it in here. We can search through that. We can also grab a CSV, which I actually did for this demo. I grabbed the CSV of all these answers and also ser built a little agent to go through this and dynamically search for whatever you want. And now we can ask it, some common questions. I disabled the CSV for the purposes of this demo because I don't know credit union questions and I'm copying credit union questions from this specifically. But it'll generate keywords to search through the data. This will allow us to, search the web, look for the data, and then it gives us instructions. Hey, you know, this is how you can do this workflow. These are the relevant images. It's a little janky, but it usually pulls up the correct images. Although, let's see if yeah, it's still chugging through those images. It takes a sec. Um, and there's also the option of switching between Claude and Maestro. Um, for stability purposes, I mostly did a lot of this development just on Claude. And we can also just switch to Maestro, and I can quickly show that off once this actually runs. Uh, yeah, it's looking through the images. Okay, there we go. Here's the instructions. Now you can go into your core systems and you can see, okay, wow, here are the user interfaces I need to look at. Here's the instructions for how I use that. Here's this, and we had, a bit of relevance to the web. Of course, CSV is 0 because I disabled that to make this test kind of fair because again, I'm copying credit union questions from this. I mean, we can just pull up other questions. Uh, like I don't even know what this question means. I just have friends at credit unions and they have an awful time. So, try to make their life a little easier. And yeah, uh, Maestro does also take a lot longer. I think it's a little better if you really need reliability in this case, because Claude sometimes will make things up if it doesn't have, perfect stuff in its context. Anyways, that's my project, and because of the scraper, you can just put in any other core documentation for any other major banking software, and in theory, it should just work. All right. Thank you.
Quick question. What happens if you don't copy and paste the question and you just ask something freestyle?
Yeah. Well, typically, if I ask something freestyle and it's not super related to credit unions, it tries to search through the credit union documentation for stuff that's related to it. So you kind of get a lot of unrelated context, and the model can get confused. Um, if it is relevant to credit unions, though, and their workflows, then it should work.
Oh, awesome.
Any other questions? All right. Thank you.